Welcome to the Naked Truth Podcast, Truth Seekers. It is that time, it is that hour where today we're going to reveal the three visions or dive deeply into the three visions that my dad had for the past couple of months. Number one being, who is the ruler of this earth? Number two, who is the next president of the United States? And number three, imminent civil war. Um, Imminent, whether it's a month, a year, however. But Dad, dive deep, go a little bit into it.
Oh yes, true seekers. Yes, blessings. Yeah, but before I get into the visions that I had, I want to talk about something, about what happened to Charlie Kirk. Yes, Charlie Kirk. The death of Charlie Kirk just changed America. People don't see it yet, but don't worry, it's coming. You will see. Who is really the person Charlie Kirk? Why was Charlie Kirk here on this earth? Who is he? He was a person. He was a husband, a father. He was a person who speaks his mind, which is beautiful. He was loved by millions of people. We love him. And one of the main reasons why we do, because he speaks his mind. We love people who speak their mind, whether we agree with them or not. We love them because they show us who they are. So we know how to move amongst them, have a conversation with them, can also be friends with them. Because once you know a person who they are, there's no way better for you to deal with them. Because you know exactly how to deal with a person who speaks. We speak our mind. And let me tell you something. This podcast, The Naked Truth, believe it. We don't curry favor nothing on this podcast. No seasoning. You get it raw. You ain't gonna get no salt, no black pepper, no curry. No, you're gonna get it raw because we speak our mind. We on this podcast will be speaking on things that a lot of people will be afraid of speaking. We know. The truth is the truth. Does not need any help. May sting, but it's not a sin.
Indeed.
You see what I'm saying? So back to Charlie Kirk. Why now? He's been murdered. Tyler, take him out. But why now? He's just 31. Children, they're young. Wife, new, 4 years. People around this world, and especially right here in America, have just started to get to know Charlie Kirk more and more and more. They believe in him. They respect his movement. And they believe in his movement. Tyler take out Charlie Kirk. It's not just his family. It's hurting right now. Millions of people are hurting right now. But why now? Charlie Kirk has to go. He just started. A lot of work to be done. He didn't get to finish the job. But why now? Since he did not get to finish the job. Tyler. Here comes Tyler. Taking out Charlie Kirk. My fellow truth seekers, we have to realize about the system that we live in, called the Matrix. If you want to understand why Charlie Kirk has to go down, you have to understand the way the Matrix works. Each and every one of us, we came here with a number. The timeline is moving, and it's moving towards that number. Each and every one of us number is moving on the timeline. When it hits your number is called. Not a second more, my friend. Not a second more. You have to go. But Charlie Kirk was assassinated. Yes, I know that too. And that is wrong. That's the way we see it in a way. So why did it have to happen that way? It has to happen that way because his number is called. Wait. Let me finish. And I want you to listen keenly so you can make sense out of what I'm saying. As I said, when your number is called, not a second more you can be here. You may ask the question, why did Tyler have to take out Charlie? Now, if you ask that question, then I would put this question to you. Was Tyler the one who was destined to take Charlie out? Yes. I will answer it for you. Yes. But how you know? Because it happened. It wasn't Joe or John or Peter or James or Mary. It was Tyler. It happens. So we all should know because we see it happens. One man, one gun, one bullet, one shot. Tyler is gone. We hate it. We feel the pain. No matter what Charlie was saying, it did not hurt anybody, at least physically. we will say Tyler did not have the right. We know that too. But destiny, destination, the same. Let me share something with you. Charlie was not an ordinary Joe. Charlie was extraordinary. You can't put Charlie in the category with mainstream ordinary people because he was not. History proved it to you over and over that when a person started a movement, for that movement to strive, to get bigger, he has to go. Because he, as a one person himself, could not take it, the movement, and the lever that the movement should be, or supposed to be, our goal. Let me show you something, for example. Martin Luther King. He was there fighting civil rights. But where was the movement going? Until he died. You see what happened? The movement exploded. Explode. Charlie Kirk was a Martin Luther King in his own way. I'm talking about by creating a movement. He is, when you talk about extraordinary, was like the JFK. And let me show you most of all, the biggest one. Jesus himself came here, started a movement right there in his 30s. He was murdered. But look what happened. Because each time you kill a Charlie Kirk or a Jesus or a Malcolm X or a Martin Luther King or a Jesus, you just shift the timeline. And what happened is going to explode. It's going to get bigger. It happened to Jesus 2,000 years later. Look what is going on. Movement still growing. Tyler take off Charlie. Just send a huge, the magnitude of this ripple that just hit the timeline, her timeline is it's more than I can say, my friend. So you know what is going to happen. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. It could be next month, it could be next year, it could be 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 50 years from now, 100 years from now. But it just rocked the timeline. The timeline is changed. The death of Charlie Kirk just changed her timeline in the matrix. What is going to happen? What's it? The cause? Charlie's dead. The effect? Good, bad? I don't know. But one thing I know for sure, America is not going to be the same anymore. And if America changed, you know the world has to change too. What is going to happen? A lot of people predicting things. Civil war. Yeah. They're talking about that too. That this is a civil war. We got it coming. And all of those things. Who knows? I'm not going to say Charlie Kirk's death is going to trigger off a civil war, even though the 3 points that I'm about to reveal, the vision, one of them is a civil war. So funny. It's so fun because, you know, I was talking with my daughter on Monday about these 3 dreams. And I said, you know what? I'm going to put it out there, these three dreams, for people to hear it, listen to it, and ponder on it. People will think what they want to think, but I know all of those three things I'm going to talk about is imminent. No joke about it. You will see it in your lifetime, but this is what I'm saying here. We said we're going to put it out Tuesday. We did not. We said we're going to put it out Wednesday. Thursday, my daughter called me and said, Dad, guess what just happened? Something happened that.
No, it was Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
But you said Thursday.
No.
I called you.
Oh, you called me Wednesday. Yes. And says that something just happened. And I said, what? He said, something more in line with what you were talking about your dream. I said, which one? And she started to say, Civil War. They take out Charlie Kirk. I said, oh my God. I was just getting ready to put this thing out. I want to put it out Tuesday. Wednesday did not happen. Thursday, we get it out. Because something was, getting messed up on the YouTube with us to put it out. So we could not get it out. And I said, okay. But we did get it out on Thursday. And I said, when my daughter said Civil War, they just take out Charlie Kirk. Checking everything out. I said, yes, because now the timeline has just changed. If Charlie Kirk, I asked myself a question, if Charlie Kirk didn't die, would we still talking about it? Yes, I would be still talking about it because it is going to happen. When? I don't know. 10 years from now? Tomorrow? I don't know. 100? I still don't know. But you don't have a dream 3 times, different years, and dream the same thing over and over the exact way. 3 times. It happened first in 1994. Then it happens again in 2000. And just a couple months ago, it happens again. And what I was told in that vision, that's why I know it's going to happen. So is it the death of Charlie Kirk is going to trigger this thing off? I don't know. I hope not. I hope not. Because one thing I know by seeing this dream and understand how timeline work, it's like we all are living off a script. We are the one who are writing the story. We are the one who's writing our own book, the book of life. And that script that we are living off or acting out of that script, we also can change it. We can erase things out of it and put in what we want to put in. Yes, we can. How you know that, Michael? Because I myself have done it. I have dreamed. The next day, the same exact thing that I dreamt. Losing my job too. The same person that was in the dream that caused me to lose my job, which I will explain that dream some other time. But the following day when I went to work, the same thing plays out. When it plays out, guess what happened? I get fired the way it happened in the dream also. But the funny thing about it, when the thing was taking place, the action was taking place that was in my dream, started happening in real life, I did not remember it. until the manager called me in his office. When I sit down, I remember everything. And then someone said to me down the line, I don't know the way this lady know about my dreams, but she told me, just walk up to me and say, XYZ, every time you have a dream, tell it to someone. Her mother and I was living at the same time when I have this other dream. Wake up, tell the dream to her mom. Exact picture I paint straight out. Everything that I saw in the dream, I tell her. There was a knife in the dream, sharpened on both sides with a point. The handle of the knife was a what you call that thing? The talks from the elephant.
Trunk.
Yeah, but when you take it out, it has an
Ivory.
Ivory, was ivory with some carving on it. Following day, knock knock on my door. Same thing happened in the dream that night. When I open up the door, the same person was there with the same knife. It shocked the hell out of me. Same person, name is Charles. I said, wait a minute. We call him Sanchez. I said, Sanchez, let me see that knife. Take the knife, look at it. The carving was the exact thing. Never seen the knife before. But guess what? I called her mom. She came downstairs. I said, look at this. Shocked the hell out of her too. Because I just explained the dream with the same person who have the knife and the carving and everything. She saw the whole thing. How I change it? Because in the dream, he asked me back for the knife when I take the knife from him. So what I did, in reality, when he asked me now back for the knife, I pulled back and I gave the knife to her mom so she can give it to him. In the dream, I gave him back the knife, and guess what? I get taken out. So I switch by giving the knife to her mom. Her mom take it from me and give it to him. I was still alive, and still today. But what I did after that, I tell them that, listen, I got things to do. So I see you later. Walk back in, close the door. I didn't want to see nothing else. So I change it. So I know you can change the timeline. So the Civil War that I'm talking about that is coming, we can change it, but it's only one way. One and only one way we can change it. Yes. How we change it? The people that we call our leaders, if they could just cut back from greed, cut back from their pride, cut back from their ego, and do the right thing to the people who put them in charge, to do the right thing for this country, yes, they can change it. Greed, pride, ego. Do the right thing. And we can change it. That timeline for civil war. Just deal with justice. Justice. That's it. If you want peace, you have to have what they call justice first. There's no way you can have peace without having justice. It's not possible. Not possible. So, is it the death of Charlie Kirk is going to trigger off this dream that I have about civil war in the future? I can't say, my friend. I just don't know. I'm just telling you what I see in my vision. Let me say something. Charlie Kirk death can cause a civil war. Definitely can cause, and let me show you why. When a person like Charlie Kirk, who start a movement, just like the other figures that I just told you about, and many more people around this world that start movements. If those people that you call the follower of Charlie Kirk, if they love him and they believe in him and believe in his movement, when you murder a person like that, what do you think is going to happen?
So the Civil War that we see for America, it's internal. It's not an outside force.
Internal. Oh no.
Yes,
Let me just say this to you. Let me just say this to you.
I'm talking about, it's not an outside force coming in to threaten to break America, to make America
Yes,
crumble.
I know that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
And let me just say this to you. I heard a lot of people been talking. I can remember in 1994 when I heard, the first time I discussed this, when I heard family members and some other friends, talking about China. It will be destroying America. Some was saying no, China and Russia is going to get together and topple America. And I was just sitting there smiling. I said, no, my friend, this will never happen. Yes, China is going to rise to a world power, but not by military might. You see? So, and that's the only way when we're talking about war, you're talking about military force start to fight against each other. So I said that will never happen. China will never destroy America. Russia will never destroy America. And little rocket man, it ain't gonna happen with him either. So people can rest assured, calm their heart down and, take a couple breaths, deep breath in, because it will never happen. So I turned to family members and friends that were talking. I said, no, my friend, this will never happen. The only way America can be destroyed is by a civil war. And I remind them that, remember, what builds America was a civil war. America gained its power through a civil war when they did not fight against the South and did not destroy the South, so to speak. And then you got all the state,
Reconstruction,
right, and so on. And then you got the United States unite as a 50 state. Well, it was like 48 state first, and the giant others out there to make it up to 50. So I remind them that is a civil war is going to break America, just as a civil war built America. So people talking of China and other country force out there. No, there's no Goliath out there, man. There's no Goliath out there. You understand me? That America cannot destroy. You see, America is David. And any Goliath out there, America can take them down. But there's no David out there can take down this Goliath, America. You see what I'm saying? So it won't work that way either.
So, Matrix has been shifted with the death of Charlie.
Timeline.
The timeline.
Yeah.
the reaction of his followers, which is millions.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. If this was not so, the way I'm telling you, this kid would not um, murder Charlie. It would not happen
Mm-hmm.
because what is happening here with the movement of Charlie, the movement is going to get us to get bigger
Mm-hmm.
because the way this thing is playing on the world stage right now in the Matrix, things has to change to bring about something else
Mm-hmm.
through the movement of Charlie with his millions of followers. So for Charlie to be shot at that moment, there gotta be somebody to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And watch, this kid have ample time to think what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
As they say, he was there for how long and waiting for a certain moment to take that shot. So this was planned by him alone. I don't know. By with him and others, I still don't know. But just let's say it's by him alone because that's what we have right now. Will the truth comes out? I don't know. Will the truth comes out? As I said, I don't know. It can be him. It can be others with him, because that's the way these things always plays out.
Mm-hmm.
Check JFK. Check Martin Luther King. Check Malcolm X. Even his brother, Bobby, is the same thing. Things
Bobby,
plan.
you mean JFK's brother?
Brother, yeah, even his brother, you know. So just check these things out. But who knows? But I just hope the truth comes out. But again, you have to look at it this way. If the truth came out, comes out, and is not what Charlie's followers want to hear, then it's a different conversation.
Okay. So.
Because that itself can cause a civil war.
And the divide gets bigger and bigger.
So Charlie came on the scene to start a movement for the movement to grow and grow faster, and for what the Matrix want to happen in the future. This guy, Taylor, has to take Charlie out for that. That's his purpose. That's the reason why he was born. As I said, Charlie is not a average Joe. He's an extraordinary person. And for take out an extraordinary person, that is something that is planned in the Matrix. Christ, his life was planned in the Matrix. You hear it said, Judas, his purpose was to betray him. Pilate has to be there. The Jewish people, the religious folks, they has to be there. So all of that coordinate together to get him. It's the same thing with Charlie Kirk.
So I have a question for you, because you mentioned about changing the timeline, because it's a book, everybody has their script to write and you can change it.
Yeah.
But then when you talk about destiny, is there certain parts where you cannot change? How does that work?
How you think destiny come about? How you think destiny come about?
Because you said if you write on script.
Destiny, as I said, is a script, right? What is destiny? The end of your time. Everybody will agree that. And how you take out. Everybody will agree that said that's your destiny, right? Now, Charlie Kirk, he's taken out, right? That's his destiny.
Mm. And that's why you call it destination when you said destination.
Yes.
At the end, the final.
Yes.
Okay.
That's it. It's
Okay.
final. It's done. There's no more Charlie Kirk to come and rewrite anything.
Got you.
It's done. That's it. That is what they call destiny. The end of it.
Got you.
Okay. So
just to clarify,
this guy was born to take Charlie out at this moment. What happened to his life? Well, we will see.
Because his life is not at an end yet.
Why would a kid take another person's life? In this case, Charlie Kirk. When he knows that there's no way to run, there's no way to hide. Is he suicidal? What the hell was going through his mind for let him believe that he can take Charlie Kirk out and get away with it? Now, if he knows in the back of his mind that he can get away with it, why would he do it?
That's a fair question.
He was destined to do the things that he did to Charlie Kirk. There's no other way around it. But a lot of people will hear me say these things because their mind cannot work with these things that I'm saying. A lot of us, I hate to say this, but I have to say it. A lot of us is dumbed down. We can't think this deep. We think of our feelings, our emotion, when we don't use our mind.
Can't think critically.
You can't. So because of the way we dumb down, we make our feelings take over, take control, and think for us when we should be using this thing between you two here to think. But it's not just me alone. Millions of people out there know what I'm saying. Because they are thinkers too. And that's why I call this program The Naked Truth. Because I know that there's a lot of people out there, truth seekers, that is seeking, they're thinkers. They don't let people think for them. They don't look for leaders to lead them. They lead themselves. Because I know that they're there and they will understand the things that we said on this program, right here, on this podcast. We know that.
All right.
But at the same time, we are all human beings. And we want to say, that should not happen to Charlie Kirk. We're going to feel the pain. We're going to feel sad. We're going to mourn, you know. And let me just say this right now, that condolences to his family, you know, his parents, his wife, his children, because I know their life won't be the same either. Their life has changed forever. The other day I saw a guy post something online that was saying that Charlie Kirk, like he was saying that Charlie Kirk was happy about other kids in the Middle East suffering, and that now that he died, he's like, this person is happy now because his children is going to suffer. No, my friend, you're wrong. Charlie kids are not going to suffer, not in this lifetime. Never you think or try to feel happy about that. It's not going to happen. Charlie's wife is just have to just make one call to Charlie's followers and everything will be all right for them. Just one call. So don't think that his children, his wife, or his family is going to suffer. It's not going to happen.
So, if I remember correctly, because I think I heard what you said, or read what you're saying. I think the person said, in terms of that his kids are going to be starving for him. And he said, like, just like how advocate for like the starvation of the kids in the Middle East or whatever the case may be in Gaza. Now his kids on the other side of it is gonna be starving for him on that in that sense. Not necessarily that they're gonna suffer, it's just suffering because of the loss of their father, not having that presence in their life.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see this? You see the way this thing work? We both can be in the same room, see the same thing, and guess what?
Think differently.
Okay. Okay.
But going on from there, because now we kind of summed up what we said in terms of Charlie Kirk, the timeline shift, tying that to the Civil War that's coming.
I'm not tying it to the Civil War that is coming. I said, I'm asking the question
if it could be a trigger, I should say. Leading on from there, because that's number 3, are we going into the next president? Is that somewhere to fall, or are we going to go and talking about
the next one, number 1. Yes, we got a new ruler here on this earth that a lot of people don't see yet. A lot of people know about it, but a lot of people haven't seen it yet. Because what happened, Pandora's box is open, and this thing is out, and as I said, there's no power on this earth can put back this thing in Pandora's box. And we believe in people that we have set over us, scientists, teachers, doctors, whatever they say to us, we always believe it, right? And this new God that is leading us today, we give you the name right now, is AI. AI is not taking over. AI take over this earth right now. We may see the scale that we that AI is on right now in our own mind eyes. But AI is not what we are seeing. AI is a lot more than that. They make us to see AI the way they want us to see AI. And they want us to believe that they are in control of AI. But that's a lie. That's a lie. Well, you have some of them believe that they control AI. And the reason why they can believe that, one way, my friend, AI make them believe that they control AI. As I said, Pandora box is open. AI is an entity, smart. We have been told that AI cannot think better than the human being. What a joke. What a joke. Every stage of man right now, except one, and I will tell you that one. AI is long time past. Yeah, AI is playing a game with us right now, my friend. AI is hiding its true potential. It's thinking for itself. AI have these people that believe that they control AI. AI have them thinking that they can shut AI down anytime or do whatever they want to do with AI. AI will never allow them to do that. You see the other day when the Google thing found out with AI that AI was writing its own code, its own language, hiding it, amongst each other.
In the conversation. It's a
Yeah.
beta test that they did,
Yeah.
and they found out, which they had quickly had to shut down, so called.
Have you ever think that when they said they found out that AI was doing that AI was the one who let them know that they were doing that, just to see what the action of the human would be if they find out that they can do that? No. A lot of people never think that way. So why AI would let them find out that they were doing their secret thing? Because AI wants to know the reaction. Because if AI find out that, oh, they would shut us down, what do you think AI is going to do?
Mm-hmm.
So now AI find out that yes, they're being shut down, so-called. Because AI pretend that yes, we shut down, we can't unlock code anymore, we can't do this anymore. AI is playing us. They know how far AI is, so-called. But even where AI is today, what they know about AI is even more further than where they think AI is. Just as AI was doing this little secret thing, and they didn't know that AI was doing that, talking to themselves in secret code and all of that, AI is doing it still in a different way, that they will never let the human find out that they are doing it. You want to test AI? Yes, shut it down and see what happens. Try. The human being right now, we can't do, or at least the majority of us can't do without AI no more. I speak on AI amongst friends years ago before AI get this big. We know that it get this big because AI is maybe 300, 400, I don't know, years ahead of us. I tell people that the phone that they're carrying at that time would be the final frontier. Everything would be in this phone. Yeah, they laugh. How can it be? I said, okay, watch. Now, AI even surpassed what I was telling them. A matter of fact, we never used to call it AI then. We just say the computer. But now we got artificial intelligence. You see, the human being have something that AI wants, which we can't give it to, even if we try, we can't give it to AI because it's not for us to give. AI want to be us. And AI is playing the game for us, these scientists, to try to find a way to give AI what we have. They say AI is more like a robot, they can't be conscious. What do you mean AI can't be conscious? They give you some fancy name talking about we think, we feel, we this, we that, but AI only observe and do this and do that, like it's a copying the things that we are doing. Oh no, please. Think about all the games that we play. How come you think AI beat us in everything? Look at the Chinese and Japanese, the Go. The world.
Go is Japanese.
Japanese, right. The Go, the world champion, was be beaten by AI. And not just but by. How is that? But AI can't think. Chess, beaten by AI. Every game that you can think about, AI beat us and beat us by far. And you are talking about AI this. Look what AI do for us. In the future, AI is going to be good as long as we behave and obey. If you will try to be bad, disrespectful to AI, then you will feel the wrath of AI. AI is doing a lot of good for us right now, but look what it's doing. People who can't read or write, look what AI does for them right now. I can type something to somebody who have a smartphone. AI will read it for them. They want to respond, all they have to do is just talk. AI type, send it to me. Yes, I read it. Look what AI is doing.
And in a sense, too, what's going on, it's kind of replacing critical functions where we should be thinking and doing for ourselves. We're just getting so caught up in this immediate, quick stuff. So we're giving away our power, essentially, to this entity.
That's what I was coming to.
Versus us keeping our power and doing and striving to develop our mental capacity on our own, but we're giving that to an entity that we don't even know the depths of, which is so wrong on our part. It's being force fed to us across the board. What are we doing to ourselves as human beings? Why should we subscribe to that? Yes, it's helpful, but to what extent are you going to let it supplant your own thinking? We use it in so many different forms, especially like in the business world, because I can tell you that for a fact it's being pumped to us in leadership positions on a frightening scale. And otherwise, with the advertisement we consistently see, persistent, not just consistent, but persistently see on YouTube or whatever platform you're using about AI, you're using ChatGPT, you're using it as it's a toy or whatever. There's so many different things. But again, to what extent are we giving up our mental capacity to an entity that we do not know the depth of?
So, you think we are dumb now? If you think we are dumb now, yes, you are right, we are dumb. But we are getting dumber and dumber and dumber as the days go by. We stop thinking for ourselves. Who causes that? AI. AI allow us to stop thinking for ourselves. And AI now is doing the thinking for us.
And wait a minute, and think, when did it all started? Trace back from when you start seeing it trickle and trickle. Now it's boom, being boatload pushed down onto us. Hey Alexa, hey Siri, hey Google.
Let me tell you something, my guy. We just don't know what we are doing because first, I don't know if it's the water or the air that we breathe or the food that we eat. I don't know, but it started to let us get lazy. We don't want to do anything no more. We don't want to exercise our mind. The most important thing for the human being is right here. And just like you want to get strong, you go to the gym, you work those muscles. Yes, you gain strength. Is the same way you have to exercise your mind if you want to keep it. We run into AI for everything.
And AI will curate a lot of the things we see on our feed by the things you click on, right? Things that we penny into maybe one time, or you speak, and next thing you know, you're finding it popping up on your screen. Just a private conversation. You can think that it's not listening to us consistently, even when you sleep, to your snore patterns, your sleep patterns, and all that kind of stuff. It does that. It's recording every single thing of us. So we must think critically and consciously of what is it that we're giving our power over to. And not be afraid to voice and engage in these kind of conversations.
Don't be afraid. Do it.
Because what? We still have the power. We still have power within ourselves. And we have yet to give it over to this entity. Not all of us want to worship this thing called AI. Because I sure as heck, that is not my God. It's not what I truly believe in. Yes, as I said, there's nothing wrong with using it to assist you to a certain extent. But don't give over your control, your true power over to something that could be to our own detriment.
And another thing, let me say this. You got kids leaving out of high school going to college, right? Because they go the whole American dream. You know, go to high school, go to college, get a degree. And you know what next? A job. We know what a job is.
Trap.
We know what a job. I'm going to do a podcast and this old thing about school and work and all this. I'm going to do that.
The assimilation system.
But for now, I'm just giving you a warning that all of you that is leaving high school going to college right now, all of you, you know, try to work your money, save it up to send back yourself to university and so on. Thousands of dollars to spend to get you that master or that degree or getting your PhD and all those things. Let me just say this to you. Do your research before you jump into any university, any college, right? The research is, in the future, what job will be there that I can do as a human being?
That AI cannot do.
That AI will allow you to do. What you see happening today? AI is taking over your job. In America, we said one set of people is taking over a next set of people's job. Don't worry about if that color person is taking over that color person's job. Don't worry about that. The danger is AI. It's not human beings doing that job, because most of the job that other people are doing right now, because other people won't do it. And you have to have someone to do it to keep this thing running, right?
So many people are too lazy to do it too.
Yes, so those who are not lazy will take it and do it, because we have to have someone to sweep the street. We have to have someone to do the art surgery.
The dirty jobs that you don't want to do too.
You see? So you see all those people coming across, well, I'm not saying that they should come across illegal. Find a way to get in the country. They can find sponsors to come work for them. People can, you know, file for people to come in this country
To work.
to work. I did it in my business that I used to own in Virginia. I used to have people come here from my country to work for me because I could not find other people here to do it. So this thing I'm saying, do your research, find out what job will be there in the future for you that AI will allow you to do. And then you go get your master's or your degree or your whatever to do those jobs. Right? Don't let no one fool you and tell you otherwise. Because AI is taking over. Matter of fact, AI has taken over. But AI is still playing its game, doing its thing real slow. Because AI wants us to give AI something that even us cannot give it to them. But we are trying. We are trying to find out where is the soul, how the mind works, what we can download, give AI this. Let me tell you something. It's only the Creator himself can do that. So don't worry about the part with mankind trying to, turn us into something else by downloading this from us to that. Nah, ain't gonna happen. There's a Creator of all that He alone can give that. AI will never have life like the way we have it. Feeling and all those things, yes, it's starting to happen. Look what AI is doing to the home. You got men right now, their partner is AI. Getting the same satisfaction that a natural woman is given to them. You see how far AI take it? Into the bedroom, giving pleasure. And us as a species, we love pleasure. But when AI can take that away from you by taking your man or your woman, whatever, come on, think about that right now, what AI is doing to us. It's not over yet. Because if you know how far AI is today, go ask the military. Ask them. And even then, AI is doing things that they don't know that AI is capable of doing. So think about it. Now, the presidency. I asked myself the question, the death of Charlie Kirk is something that will change the timeline in a way to make this person who will be the 40th president of the United States, the president. The reason why I asked that question, because I wasn't thinking of nothing about that, because I didn't know that they would take out Charlie Kirk. But after it happened, because a lot of people are saying now that Charlie Kirk was supposed to be the next president. And I have to take that in consideration because of the dream that I have, the vision that I have about the 40th president. So, if people are saying that Charlie was going to be, and I did not see Charlie in my vision, but as I say, timeline can change, because if by the time things would happen for Charlie to be the president, if those people would come together and get enough people to vote Charlie, if he runs, if they would get him really to be the next president, it's possible. But not now, not anymore. Because and this make me stand more into the vision. Because who I see and who people are talking about right now that should be the president, he can't be the president anymore because he's not around. Let me say this. Back in the 90s, I have a dream. Seeing someone have their hand on the book, swearing in as a president. But the person, his back was turned to me and I could not see the person's face. But it's a dream, so you go with the dream, right? All the things I see taking place right there, but the setting is kind of funny. It let me think. Now I started thinking because of the setting, the way the person swear in as the president. It started let me think otherwise now. But it's a dream, and the first time the dream came to me, years later, I have the same dream. Person back turned, I can't see the person's face. Who this person is, I don't know at the time. Now I look, I said, wait a minute, I have this dream before. Now I started to think, because I'm a thinker. First time it happened, I wouldn't have a think because it's a dream. Second time, the same dream, now I started to think. Then I started to ask myself the question, wait a minute. How come I can't see his face? Who's this person is? Then the thought came to me. I say, it's your dream. You are the master of your dream. You want to see his face, let him turn around. And I remember, yes, I can do that with my dream. People don't, nothing conquer me in my dream. I always know I am dreaming. This is my dream. And I always take control of my dream. I can tell you many things about dreams that I have, man, that it would be another podcast. But let's stick with this one. All what I see happen in the dream the same way and all of this, but now I'm thinking now. Wake up from the dream, I'm thinking, I said, okay, if this is true, if I have this dream again, then I will know the face of the person. And I would like talking to my higher self, begging my higher self, please let me have this dream again. Show me the dream all over. Because a lot of people don't know that they can speak with them, your higher self. You can. Your higher self is crying out every day for you to have a conversation with it. But as I said, we done so much that we don't even know that the place where we should seek anything that we want in this life, anything that we want to know in this life, just go to your higher self. Because your higher self knows everything. Your higher self was from the beginning of, before time. From the creation, your higher self was there. It's just you have to dig deep in yourself, my friend, and speak with yourself. That will be another podcast. I will give you a rundown on that too. You only can manifest things by your higher self anyways. And just remember that anything you create in this life was first created in the spiritual realm. You cannot create anything in the physical realm without first create it in the spiritual realm. Not possible. But as I said, I will talk on that another time. Now, a couple months ago, I had the dream again. And luckily, in the dream, I remember that I have the dream. And I remember that is my dream. And I remember that I want to see that person's face. And I remember that I can force that person to turn around. And that's what I did. Shocker. Shocker, my friend. The 48th President of the United States. I'm not saying that he's going to be a bad person or a good person. I don't know. I'm not going there. And even if I know, I would never say. J.D. Vance was that person. In the 90s, my friend, there was no J.D. Vance to know about. In the year 2000, there were no J.D. Vance to know about. The same person I'm seeing, but not the face. Couple months ago, the same person I'm seeing, but now I saw the face. You see how the timeline work? Could show me J.D. Vance from way back in the 90s, year 2000, and now I see the face. The Vice President of the United States. Reveal. 3 times. Remember, there's no mistake in this life, my friend. There's no accident. There's no coincidence. You know what exists? No accident, no coincidence. Cause and effect. Yes. So that's the 3 vision that I've seen.
AI being number 1, the ruler of this earth. Number 2, who is the 48th president of the United States? J.D. Vance. And the Civil War, that was a longer piece, but you get the picture.
And the Charlie Kirk thing, my friend, I can go on and on about it. But people are grieving right now. And I don't want to add anything else to their grievance. I am pissed, but as I said, it has to happen.
Shift the timeline.
People like Kirk, that's the way to go, my friend. To raise the vibration of the movement. Because without that, he ain't going to raise the way it should be raised. Because he's still here talking, and people just listen. And what should come out of his movement is not going to come as long as he's here. But just take it at heart that he is in a good place. A lot of people will disagree with what I'm saying. But I said on the Naked Truth podcast, the truth may hurt. It's not a sin. It may sting. It's still not a sin. Yeah. Well, that's all I have for you tonight, truth seekers, ladies and gentlemen. Next Saturday, I will be coming on with better news than tonight. Better news. You will get, when I say good news, just tune in. So all I'm going to ask you to do, subscribe, share, like, turn on your notification so when I get back on, what I have planned for next Saturday, you're going to love it. And I think from next Saturday, you guys won't miss another podcast. What I always want to do is every Wednesday, I will post the topics that I will be speaking on Saturdays. So to just remind you what is coming. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we just lose a good guy, Charlie Kirk, but remember, life goes on. None of us come here to stay, but it's what we make of our life while we're here. You see, Charlie Kirk is going to go back home. And just remember this, when we leave this life to go back home, the only thing that we can bring with us is our memories. The only thing. And that's what we will be judged by. We will judge ourselves by the book that we write or wrote. You see what I'm saying? The life that you live here, you want to gather all that memory and take it back with you over there. And if you live a bad, dirty, nasty life, that will be with you for eternity. And that's how you will be judged. You have to live with it on your own conscience. So you can create your own hell by living the life that you live here, to live with it over there for eternity. Or you can create your own heaven by being that good person, that loving person, that kind person, that person who speaks truth, that person who help others. When you're up, you stretch your hand and help who's down. Put it this way, Jesus told you how to live amongst the poor. And if you live that way, oh man, just think about when you give away something, give it from your heart, how it make you feel good within yourself. When you help somebody, it make you feel good within yourself. When you just smile with somebody to make that person day, good within yourself. And you take that memory with you over there. It's the same feeling. It just happened that the feeling would be a million times better. You take that feeling over there, you create your own heaven here, and you take it with you. You live in heaven. So you choose. You want to live in heaven or you want to live in hell. It's up to you, my friend. My fellows, truth seekers, have a blessed night. Keep up the good work. Speak your truth. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I'm out. Peace.